The other is a friend, a very close friend, whom I have known and loved for many, many years. The first commonality between both of them is the fact that both of them are very strong individuals who have had a very positive impact in the lives of many people, inclusive of mine. Two absolutely wonderful human beings whom I am blessed to know. The second commonality between them is the fact that both of them have waged a war against a big demon. Believe me, this demon is bigger than something that probably most of us or all of us over here can imagine. And the battle is a lot more intense than I can ever stretch my imagination to. The demon I speak of is depression. My friend whom I referred to has degrees from two of the most premier institutions across the world. He has an extremely well-paying white-collar job, and to the world, he has everything that every outsider would be envious of. But he fights this big demon within him. Possible reason would be that he was the victim of a childhood molestation incident, which has left a very deep imprint in his mind, and the scars of that stay on even after many years. My superhero, on the other hand, has no apparent reason. Touch wood, but life has been very kind. Possible reasons could probably be the loss of a loved one when she was already in an emotionally vulnerable state, or it could possibly be a deep-rooted fear that is an inherent part of her personality. While the first reason and the second are very diverse, the first one probably seems more consolidated for us now. But the second reason is something that can happen to any one of us gathered here today. The next commonality amongst both of them is the fact that both of them did not know that they were depressed. Depression is not just being sad or feeling low. Depression is largely different from sadness. Sadness is nothing but a brief bout of melancholy. The depression persists forever. It is a genuine mental health concern which does require attention. There is no escape. If it has to come, it will come. And it is something that it's about identifying it. And if identified right, there is definitely ways out from that. I'm definite I wouldn't cover all the possible symptoms for depression. But a few of the telltale signs that I have figured out over a couple of years and over my interaction with both of them are, if you see anybody who's very diffident, who has a serious lack of confidence, somebody who's scared to make decisions on their own, if there is a persistent empty feeling in someone, if there are frequent urges to cry out in pain, if there is a sudden change in behavior or weakness that deepens over time, if you observe that somebody has a sudden fear to utter a new word, or rather a word for that matter. And why I refer to this is because my superhero saw a very close family member lose the battle to cancer. And the way that fear manifested in her was that she would never utter the word cancer. It was always the big disease. If you see anybody have any such signs, reach out to them, for it could be depression. The next commonality between my superhero as well as my friend was the fact that both of them struggled to accept the fact that they had depression. Studies reveal that 25% of the people with depression do not consult. They struggle within themselves. Believe me, at least in India, many people are okay with having a physical disability or ailment, however big the problem could be. But when it comes to a mental problem, it comes with a big baggage of social stigma. People are scared that the society will reject them. And in addition to that, they're also scared that their family members may become an outcast only because they have this problem. Along with this comes deepened weakness, self-rejection, and the stigma of meeting a psychiatrist. Over the past couple of years, I've been fortunate to meet some really good human beings. And most of them, believe me, coincidentally, have been psychiatrists. And every single time, I've heard them tell their patients time and again that, don't worry, I'm not a bad human being. It's almost like I've believed that it's a part of psychiatry textbooks now. I've heard it that often. With depression primarily, half the battle is won if you identify that you're depressed and reach out for the right professional help. Care, love, and support of loved ones around, along with professional help, definitely can bring in vibrancy to life. The superhero that I'm referring to here is proudly my mother. She has quite literally been the pillar of strength for every single person in my family for as many years as I know now. She did have a phase where depression took the better of her. And today I say that probably with our help and with immense willpower, her courage, and all the efforts that she put in, along with the right professional help, she is back to her old, vibrant self. So it's definitely not unsurmountable. It is something that is definitely within everybody's reach. Depression is not a delusion. It is not a condition created out of mental weakness or by imagination. It is a genuine concern. It is a problem that can be overcome by people. If you happen to see anyone around you whom you care for or otherwise, and if you happen to see these symptoms, reach out to them, be there for them, give them the support, tell them that it's okay, you're not very different, you're just like all of us, because this can happen to anyone amongst us. Reach out to them and help them live, love, and love. Thank you.